Welcome to Spelling Bee Ninja. If you're looking to boost your understanding of math and make learning fun, you're in the right place. Join our community of curious learners as we dive into engaging lessons filled with essential concepts and practical examples. Let's explore the world of algebra together and discover how these foundational skills will open up new opportunities in your academic journey. Don't forget to subscribe for free educational content to stay updated. Today, we are focusing on algebra basics. Algebra is like a puzzle where we use letters to represent numbers that we don't know yet, and solving these puzzles helps us find those unknowns. The letters we use are called variables. For instance, when we see an equation like x plus 3 equals 7, it means we need to figure out what number x represents to make this statement true. So, if we subtract 3 from both sides, we find that x equals 4. This is the essence of working with variables, understanding how they relate to numbers in an equation. Understanding how to manipulate these variables is key to mastering algebra. Now, let's discuss expressions and constants. Let's take a look at an expression like 3y plus 8. Here, 3y is the term where y is the variable and the 3 is a coefficient, meaning it multiplies y. The 8 in this expression is a constant because it doesn't change regardless of the value of y. Being able to identify these parts will help you when you solve equations or simplify expressions. Next, we need to differentiate between an algebraic expression and an equation. An algebraic expression is a combination of numbers, variables, and operations without an equality sign, while an equation includes an equality sign. So, if I say 2x plus 5, that's an expression, but 2x plus 5 equals 10 is an equation. Seeing the difference clearly is important as we will work with both throughout our studies. Now, let's take the order of operations into account, which is critical in algebra. You may have heard of PEMDAS. This acronym helps us remember the order we should follow: parentheses, exponents, multiplication and division, from left to right, and addition and subtraction, from left to right. For example, if we simplify 8 plus 2 times 3, we first do the multiplication, 2 times 3 equals 6, and then add it to 8, giving us a final result of 14. Remembering PEMDAS will ensure that your calculations are done correctly. Now, let's switch gears a bit and talk about solving equations. If we want to solve the equation x minus 7 equals 12, our goal is to isolate x. To achieve this, we need to undo the subtraction using its inverse operation, which is addition. By adding 7 to both sides, we find that x equals 19. Solving equations requires a good grasp of these inverse operations. Another example is when we have 4x equals 24. To solve for x, we divide both sides by 4, leading us to find that x equals 6. Dividing by the coefficient of the variable is a common technique. Moving on, we have two-step equations like 2x plus 5 equals 15. First, we need to subtract 5 from both sides to begin isolating x. After subtracting, we get 2x equals 10, and then we divide both sides by 2 to find that x equals 5. This methodical approach will help you tackle more complex algebraic scenarios down the road. We must also learn about like terms. Like terms have the same variable raised to the same power. When we look at an expression like 3x plus 2y minus x plus 5y, we want to combine the like terms. 3x minus x simplifies down to 2x, while 2y plus 5y becomes 7y. Thus, our final simplified expression is 2x plus 7y. Mastering the combining of like terms will significantly simplify your equations and expressions. Now, let's touch upon the distributive property. This important property tells us that we can expand expressions like a times b plus c into a times b plus a times c. Applying this to something like 3 times x plus 4, we distribute the 3 to both x and 4, resulting in 3x plus 12. This is a key concept that often leads to simplification in algebra. Finally, let's practice translating phrases into algebraic expressions. When we hear 5 less than twice a number, here we can let n represent the unknown number. The expression we create would be 2n minus 5. This ability to translate between words in algebra is crucial, as real-world problems can often be stated in words rather than algebraic terms. Today's lesson highlighted various fundamental concepts in algebra that will serve as building blocks for your mathematical skills. Understanding variables, recognizing expressions and equations, and manipulating them using established rules like PEMDAS and the distributive property will empower you to tackle algebra confidently. To recap, we explored the foundational concepts of algebra, including what variables and constants are, and how to differentiate between expressions and equations. We also discussed the significance of the order of operations and the processes of solving equations, including isolating variables and combining like terms. Furthermore, we talked about the importance of the distributive property and translating phrases into algebraic expressions. These concepts are essential as you continue to develop your algebra skills. Thank you for joining us today on Spelling Bee Ninja. We hope this lesson on algebra basics has sparked your interest and inspired you to keep learning. Remember, practice is vital, so don't hesitate to explore more resources and exercises. Make sure to subscribe to our podcast for more valuable lessons and tips. Continue your journey in mathematics, and we'll see you next time.